Okay, so this video is going to be for those of you who do have the internet. So when you pull this open, sometimes it's not going to be connected to your internet. So you'll get the same screen, but you are going to just go down here to this bottom corner right here, and you're going to click like that piece of pie. And I have it that it's not connected. So you're going to click this, and then it's going to pull up the different networks that are available to you. And I know that this is our house right here. So this is our internet server. So I'm going to click on it, and then I'm going to enter my password because it's ours. So I know it. And so okay. And then you just hit connect. So once you do that, that is how you're going to connect to the Wi-Fi from your home once you open the Chromebook. It says that it failed to connect because I typed it in wrong. So we're just going to do it again. Because I know that it's right, but I just probably typed it incorrectly. Since I'm trying to tape myself, of course. Okay. Connect. There we go. Okay. So this says that it's managed. Okay, so it's going to let me to actually be able to use on my paper the blue information or the QR code. So I'm going to show you a couple of different ways to do this. If for some reason that your QR code, now remember these are student specific and so are those, okay? So if this is not working for you, like let's say the QR code is having trouble scanning, when you're on this screen, you're going to say sign in with a different account. Okay, and you're going to be able to type in your child's name. So like for instance, my kid's name is Finn, and then it's dot height because that's our last name, okay, or his last name. Now be careful if your student goes by their middle name, like I know some of my students do, it's still going to be their given first name, even if you call them something different. So just be aware of that. So his middle name is Matthew. So let's just say that we called him Matthew. It's still going to be Finn, okay? Because Finn is his first name, okay? And then I'd hit next. And then it's going to prompt me for his password. And his password is going to be on this sheet. And it's going to be on the blue, okay? That's not my son's password. That's actually somebody else's. And so I would use that code. Okay, and then it would pull up the screen for me. But I want to show you another way to do it as well that's a little easier with the QR code. So I'm just going to go back, and I get to this right here. So when this first initial screen comes up, we recommend that you go to next. Okay? Excuse me. And say, hey, how's it going? And it's going to pull up this reader, and so you're going to want to use the QR code, of course, that is on yours. And I'm actually going to pull up my son's, okay? So I'm going to use this one that I printed off from Chris. And I'm going to make sure that it reads into the reader. So you just kind of get it up, and I can't know. Okay, there we go. And there, it gave me a check mark. It'll give you a check mark, and it's going to log you into what's called Clever. And that's going to give you like all the different apps that are available to your kid that the school is kind of set up. So usually at school when the kids are there, they have a badge that has their QR code. And so they just have their badge and they scan their badge. So the kids will kind of maybe be able to help you be like, oh yeah, it's my badge. So it just takes a minute. And so you just kind of wait. But I'm going to show you how to get onto Google Classroom. Okay. So there's some favorites, maybe that teachers put on here. So my son's teacher is Miss Harper. And so maybe, yep, see, she's got a page on here, a teacher's page. She's got Cool Math. These are just different things like resources that I could maybe play with my son as we are on quarantine. You know, we're not going back to school right now. So for these next couple weeks, there's some things that they could do, right? So there's like lots of different things, and your child may have already been on some of these. So they might know that ABC has some cool games on it that are educational. I know that it does because my kids play it at home. And so there's just some different things on here. Khan Academy is a math app. So there's just some things on here that you might want to check out, like vocabulary and spelling. This is a typing app. These are all going to be educational and be able to be some resources that you can use while you're at home, okay? But I want to show you Google Classroom because some of the teachers are putting some things onto their Google Classroom. So you're going to scroll down here and you're just going to click on this, okay? And so I'm doing it from this standpoint. Now, when you get to this, see how it has my son's name already populated? It's not going to work unless I add at McCrorySchools.org. Okay, I need to add that to there. And then this should be his. It's already saved in his Clever, but I do need to make sure that I type that in. And then I hit login. Okay, but you need to add that in there, okay? And you're just going to click this because this is the one you want to use, is his or your child's, right? I'm using Finn's because that's my son. And I'm just going to hit continue. You might want to look at it, but you just continue with, that's the account. And then you're going to set up and you're going to let them know that you're a student, right? Because you want to make sure. And look, oh, there's even more on here because I'd already checked this out today. So you can see, but this is the one I'm going to show you, right? So there's going to be some different classes. It looks like Miss Ava has done some things as the counselor. Maybe she's going to have some resources here. Library and PE. It looks like Miss Keene has set that up, right, for her and Mr. Keene. And so there's also the first grade class. And so we're just going to explore this one because I know that there are some resources in there. So I'm going to click on this, and that's going to take me to their class. See, there's our lovely first grade teachers. I'm sorry, my lighting is not picking this up, so you're just, I'm sorry. So if I want to go back to that other screen, see these 3 bars over here? They kind of look like, I call it a hamburger, right? It's like 3 lines. This is going to be your dashboard, okay? It's going to let you, if I want to go back to that screen where you're just on, I can go here, but it also gives me a list of those classes that we just saw on that previous screen, okay? So I can go here and go back, and I can go to the other classes from here, but I can also do it from, like I said, that little 3-bar hamburger, right? And it gives me these things. It also kind of gives me a to-do list. You can kind of, right now, it's just going to list out, like, right now there's no due dates. This is just some assignments that they've put in, and I'll go over that with you in a different screen. It's a lot easier to look at, I think. So we're going to go back to first grade right here. And this is a settings if you want to kind of explore that. That's going to let you be able to change up some things in like your notifications, okay? Notifications of like when the teacher posts things. It's going to let me know that like I can comment, that people can comment on my post, that people can comment that mention, I mean, there's lots of different things, right? So you can kind of make your settings and change them if you don't like to get all those reminders, but really all those notifications are going to be going to your child's email, okay? They'll not be going to yours because I am acting as if I'm Finn right now, okay? Which is what you're going to be doing as a parent, guardian, grandparent, babysitter, whoever you are that's helping the student at home with their work, okay? So let's go back to the first grade one, okay? So here I am. I've opened this up, and this is the stream. If you look at the top here, there are 3 main tabs: Stream, Classwork, and People. Stream is not my favorite because it just gives everything in order, right? So it sometimes is very hard to navigate because it's just like anytime anyone posts anything in it, it just pops up in here. My favorite tab is Classwork because it's going to organize it just a little bit better than previously, okay? And so if you look, there are a couple things in here, okay? I like this tab because it is definitely easier to look at, okay? If the icon looks like a clipboard here, this is an announcement. So if I click on this, as you see, it's from Miss Bernhardt because it's art, and she has put some things in here, okay? And I can view the assignment. I apologize, this is actually an assignment. And when I say assignment, I mean that she's given them something to maybe do at home. This is not going to be graded. This is just like, hey, here's some art resources to do at home. I know that that's what Ms. Bernhardt is trying to do, is give you maybe some different things. There's like a YouTube video down here that's connected. But then that way you can see like who posted it, what time they posted it at. You can you can read all this. She gives you some instructions here. She gives you a video. And she's going to be posting more assignments soon, just to give you some more things to be able to stay creative at home with your kids. Okay. So you could add pictures. Like when you click this button, it's going to let you select lots of different things. So you could make a whole new Google slide, a doc, a slide. You can connect files from the computer. You could have saved something in your kids' Google Drive, like a photo, and just different things, and you can put them up here. You do not have to. I'm just saying that that is something you could do. You can write her a private comment like, hey, Miss Bernhardt, we loved the activity. It was so fun. Here's a pic, right? Just to kind of keep her updated. If you put it in the class comments, which is down here, everybody will be able to see it. So just be aware, this is a private comment that will go straight to the teacher. The class comment will be something that everybody can see. So it's fine if you do that, but just be aware. Okay? So I'm going to go back to the main screen again. Again, I like classwork better. There's daily drill work. Okay, so this looks like some different drills that she put on here that Miss Harper did. So it lets me see them. They're videos. Drill work is to be completed every day. This looks like the stuff that they would be doing like daily work. Okay, it's just to help them if I'm not mistaken, I haven't looked at this yet, but this is just going to be some stuff that might help with their letter recognition along with their sound recognition. That's what my guess is going to be about that, right? But she put that in there. You can see that, and then you can view material. So there's always a link there. And then again, you can it's just a resource here to help you, okay? Then I go back to my stream again, and I'm going to go down a little bit. So it looks like Miss Bernhardt's put 3 things in here. And then you can see that first grade AMI packet for April 3rd through the 9th is in here. Please turn in your completed first grade AMI. So if I view the assignment, I can see, let's give me all these things. Please turn in your completed first grade AMI packet to the bin label first grade. So see, there's nothing on here to actually do. It's a paper packet, but she's letting me know the directions of like where to go. You may return it between April 10th and the 13th at this time. It tells me when, where the bin's going to be. It's going to be labeled first grade at the elementary school. So it just kind of gives me some things. But again, I can write her a private comment if I need to. And again, if you put class comment, everybody can see it. Okay. But then it looks like she's given me some more things here, where she's given something like, watch this video. It's an introduction to the short U, words with short U in them. You might not know what a short U is, but this video is definitely going to help you. Just, you can sit here and let your kid put on some headphones and they can listen to it, right? It's a letter U song. So it gives them something fun to listen to learn. Since they can't be there with Miss Harper, right? Or Miss Jones or Miss Wiggins, right? Okay. I keep saying Miss Harper because that's our son's teacher. So again, this is material in here, right? That kind of helps them and helps you. And so you can see where Talise has kind of written something here and then connected some resources for you. Okay. Now your grade might look a little different, but that's kind of, again, I think that the classwork tab is the best tab. Okay. Because again, if I go to stream, beautiful picture of those 3 lovely ladies. But it's really, you're just seeing where they've posted things. Now, I would recommend going through. Like, I'm not going to click on these because those are the things that I can see in my classwork. But if I look, oh, look, there is some messages, right? So I might want to read this and say, okay, like, this is where she's left like a comment, and I can't see that in the classwork tab. But all these other things I can. So I might want to look here for some announcements or messages from the teachers. Okay, see, look, Miss Wiggins has written something in here. Miss Bernhardt, Miss Harper. So in this stream is where you're going to find that kind of thing. Okay, and then one other quick tip. If you look, the teachers in here are going to be, you've got these 4. If you needed to email a teacher, I can quickly click on this and it's going to just populate in just a moment. It's going to load my son's Gmail account. And I'm going to be able to write her an email that's going to go straight to her. Okay, so it already has it in like her name up here. I can type a subject line of what I need to, and then dismiss, thank you. And then I can type what I need to and then hit send here when I am done. Okay, if I need to delete it, I can. There's this lovely little trash can. Google really makes it as easy as possible, the icons. And if you're ever like, I wonder what this does, if you hover on it, it'll give you a little pop-up that tells you what it is. Okay, if you're like, I don't know what that means, you can hover on any of these things. It's like, here's my alignment. Here's where I could add bullets if I wanted to. So I'm going to delete this because I don't really want it. Okay, but that is a way to email your teachers very quickly. And then these are just all of the kids in the class. So I would not recommend emailing them, but I mean, there is not necessary, but that's just, if you're wondering what that tab is, here's all of the first grade students. So you really don't, you don't need to be emailing them. So that just kind of lets you know. So the 3 tabs up here again. Stream is going to be great for announcements and seeing I love this picture. I love it. I love those ladies. But anyways, this is good for announcements. Classwork is a much easier way at looking for what are the resources that my teachers are putting out. What are the assignments that they might be putting on here? I might be misspeaking here, but I don't think they're going to be putting assignments that are going to be graded on here. I believe that is going to be the paper packets that you're going to be picking up. So I hope that this helps. Again, the stream for announcements. Classwork is great for knowing some resources. And like I said, it even tells your first grade AMI packet. It lets you know when it's due and where to drop it off at. And People is a great tab to be able to email the teachers that are in here. I think that's about everything. This little thing up here, it says Google Apps. If you click on this, you can also go to like your child. See, this is Finn's account. See, the F stands for Finn. In fact, it lets me know that right here that is who is signed in. But it's his account. Here's his Gmail. I can also go to his Drive. I doubt he has anything in it because he's in first grade, but maybe he does. But this is where like you could create some things. Oh, he does have some things. Oh yeah, he does. I don't know why. I thought maybe they made a PowerPoint this year. So in Miss Harper's class. So you don't know, but that's where you can maybe save some things and then you can attach them to the Google Classroom things. But that's it's not necessary. That is just a little added bonus there here at the end. So again, this is Classroom. You can see your classes here and then you can click on them. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to reach out and ask. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this video.